If you're involved in the reptile community online, you have a duty to the reptile community to present us in a good light. And today we're going to talk about how you can help improve the image of the reptile hobby on social media. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Zoe, but most people know me as 𝘎𝙪𝙨 Reptiles. Little background on myself: I'm a reptile keeper and educator. I do own my own reptile education business. I've also been running this account, 𝘎𝙪𝙨 Reptiles, since 2017. Now YouTube wasn't until like 2018, but I started my Instagram in 2017. So 𝘎𝙪𝙨 Reptiles has been around for a bit of time now. The online reptile community is one of my favorite parts of keeping reptiles because I love being able to connect with people that have a similar passion to myself and that I can just kind of nerd out with and they understand what I'm saying. I'm sure you guys can relate. And I'm sure if you have friends and family that know you keep reptiles, you've probably received forwarded posts and videos and images from social media showing questionable behaviors and actions in the reptile community, or myths being spread and misconceptions being spread. And I'm sure you've heard the discussions of people that show questionable actions online for views. Now, we're not going to talk about that specifically. We're not getting into that. Today, we're going to talk about what you can do, what your part is in the reptile community online to help show us in a positive light that helps encourage people to love and appreciate and be interested in reptiles. So in number one, and the one I see people advocating for the most, that's don't post your snake bites or most reptile bites in general. Just don't post them. It's not necessary to share every time you get bit. That might just further install a fear into others, showing, oh look, these scary animals do actually bite. Now, I'm not saying don't share this information in an educational way, but for the wow and the scare factor, you don't need to share your bites. So I'm going to give you an example of when this would be okay and when this would not be okay. So not be okay if you are instigating your animal to bite you for content, for good content, to show the animal doing this behavior that's not necessarily a positive behavior so that you get views from it. When this would be a good post, the first thing that comes to mind is Ontario iguanas. If you don't follow Robin, she is awesome. She's got her own enclosure building company, but she also has lots of iguanas. And she occasionally will share a post of a bad iguana bite she received to educate people on the reality of owning iguanas. Now, this is an educational post used for education. It's not used for wow, scare, views. It's used for educational purposes to raise awareness for iguana care. Because so many people get green iguanas without being fully prepared, not really knowing what they're getting into. And when their iguana hits puberty and sometimes turns on them, or just iguanas in general, can have a day where their behavior and their temperament just completely goes way out in left field. And this happens. And not everybody's prepared for that or even knows that that's going to happen. So this is what happened to her. She's got a great relationship with her iguanas, but things like this do happen. So that was a good educational post for people that are interested in getting iguanas or that have iguanas, so they know that could totally happen. And iguana bites are no jokes. Now, if she had filmed that iguana biting her, here's my thing with filming bites. How do you know that animal is going to bite you? You happen to set up a camera to capture it on video. You were probably instigating. You knew it was going to happen. You wanted to show that for social media. That does not paint the hobby in a good light. That makes us look slightly insane. We don't want to look slightly insane. That's how new reptile laws get passed that further ban more reptiles from being kept as pets. Very similar to that is number two, don't post risky things with your animals or with just reptiles in general. So when I say don't post risky things, I'm talking about, say you're in Florida, interacting with a wild alligator in a not so safe, risky way for views. Interacting with venomous snakes in risky, non-responsible ways for views. Kind of going off of our first point. encouraging and instigating an animal to try and bite you for views. If you're going to be risky with reptiles in a way that's going to irritate them, don't film it and post it to social media. That's not going to further help people to be interested in reptiles and to appreciate reptiles. That's just going to share them in a very scary light. That's not going to help any of us. Number 3, be respectful of your animals. Say you're a YouTuber, you're filming YouTube videos. Now I don't have an animal out. Instead I'm wearing my Muppet Hawaiian shirt. So I've got Muppet, my tegu all over my shirt. But when I film with animals, I have to be aware of their behavior. If they start to feel stressed at all because I'm just standing here holding them, I've got bright lights. If they start to show signs of stress at all, or they're just not feeling it today, I go put them away and I finish the video without them, or I swap for a different animal. I'm not gonna sit here and continue to talk to you guys and put up this video where I'm holding an animal that very clearly is showing signs that it does not want anything to do with this. I'm not filming content or taking pictures of the animals in ways that are stressing them out so that I can have good content to put online. So even if you want to blow up online and you want that next viral content, you need to be mindful of your animals. Respecting them has to be your priority. Number 4, this goes with the prank videos I see all the time. If you're filming any content with your animals or with other people and your animals, or just reptiles in general, maybe not your animals, maybe it's something you found outside, making sure that the animal safety and all the people's safety in your video or pictures are a top priority, on top of respecting the animals from the last point, but safety. So putting a tarantula on your friend who's sleeping so they can wake up and find a tarantula on you and freak out and throw it. That's not safe for anybody. Same with snakes. Letting a snake loose in front of your grandmother so it can crawl across the floor and give her a heart attack. Not safe for anybody. That snake could get stepped on, that snake could get swatted, that snake could get kicked, your grandmother could literally have a heart attack. Using animals as a scare factor is not funny. And I'm very glad that more and more people are realizing this now. But if you are doing something for content and putting it online that puts the safety of others or the animals at risk or in jeopardy, it is not content that should go out. And to switch it up, for number 5, instead of telling you what you probably shouldn't be posting, I'm going to tell you what you totally should post. Always, always, always show and share how you're learning and growing and improving. From what I've seen, people love that. They relate to that. They appreciate that honesty and you showing your growth and how you're learning and improving. It's like when people share their like workout, weight loss, glow ups, and everyone just like loves to see those transformations. For reptile keepers, I feel like it's the same when you share how you're improving your care and growing and learning. It's like you're a reptile keeping glow up, but also just sharing facts, sharing information, things that people can learn. That's how we educate non-reptile keepers to love and appreciate reptiles. Can you think of other ways that you can help improve the hobby online? Leave them in the comments below. We can all get more ideas and continue to learn. And as always, thank you guys for watching the video. We'll see you for the next one. Bye!